Thank you. Have a good day.
The one and only Frankie Swamptower in the house tonight at Revive Pro Wrestling, Centerville, Tennessee.
Wes, we're here for the main event of Summer Heatwave, August 1st, Centerville, Tennessee, Revive Pro Wrestling. This is a culmination of a pretty important night. It's our first return to a live crowd indoors here at the illustrious stables, and I gotta think we have a lot to expect from this main event here.
Yeah, our Revive champ, Uncle Byff, I don't see this shaking out too good for Frankie Swamptower, but I have got some interesting information. According to outspoken Owen Reed, he's a world travel and all over the world. He's one of Biff's toughest opponents to date. And I heard directly from Mr. Frankie himself, he was trained by Ricky Morton, the Steamboat family, and Johnny Polo.
Johnny Polo, like him.
We'll see if those Johnny Polo skills will translate into the ring against Byff tonight.
I believe his world traveled illustrious status about as much as I believe McDonald's is healthy for him.
Well, we're more Burger King fans at Revive Pro Wrestling, but we'll see how this shakes out. The Hellbilly Horror Show is about to make his way out. Byff starting the match right off. Didn't even let his performance finish. He just went for it. And Frankie Swamptower already getting the hell beat out of him in the corner.
What we see go down just now. Performing artist C's Luciano did a live performance to play the Revive Heavyweight Champion to the ring. And then Uncle Byff, very predictably somewhat, used it as an opportunity to make the jump on the illustrious Frankie Swamptower, perhaps because he was afraid of him, Wes.
Yeah, after all the things that Outspoken Owen Reese told us about Frankie, I would want to get that cheap shot too to kind of get the advantage because he's a hell of a competitor. Looks like Byff's got him up on the shoulders. And he just slid him across the table. He just tossed him like a sack of bricks.
To me, this looks like the final boss in the video going against the very first level with absolutely no powers, no incentives.
I don't know. Mr. Swamptower's got a few cheat codes up his sleeve.
All of our information about Frankie Swamptower has come from the new owner of Revive Pro Wrestling, Outspoken Owen Reed himself.
He handpicked Frankie Swamptower to face Byff tonight. And now, after that action on the outside, the match has officially started. Is Uncle Byff going to get a count-out victory that easily?
Referee Luna Shipley being forced into a very strange paradox here, having a... Oh!
And he slides back into the ring. And I don't think those Ricky Morton skills are translating very well right now with a devastating lariat turned him inside out. Good God, another one right on the back of his neck.
I'm very much believing the Johnny Polo part of what we've been fed so far.
That, ooh, stiff shot right to the neck. God, Frankie.
Guttural sounding chop deep into the sternum, it sounds like. And, you know, you hear about David and you hear about Goliath, and sometimes...
Oh, he's going for the mask. No one has ever seen Frankie Swamptower's face. Nobody ever. Not even his parents.
Not backstage, not outside of here, not when he goes to eat, not when he goes to the bathroom, not anything. No
rumors are he came out of the womb with the mask attached. He's the most incognito, inconspicuous man in pro wrestling, and Uncle Byff is trying to change that right now. Pure disrespect.
You have to respect referee Luna Shipley for trying to take control here because you know that they put her in a bad position already, which probably rubbed her the wrong way, and it may not be advantageous for Uncle Byff at the end of the day.
Ooh, you gotta stay on the ref's good side.
Get him off the ropes now!
He is just destroying Frankie. He needs to use those international skills he picked up to gain a little momentum. But he did kick out at 2. He did retain that Japanese fighting spirit.
I gotta be honest, I don't know if I would have kicked out, Wes. Sometimes you take the L.
That fighting spirit that he learned his international travels might come back to haunt him. Byff is just bullying this kid tonight.
Reverse chin lock. It's not a rest hold. That's a weakening hold. I'm going to break you down. New owner, Outspoken Owen Reed.
And another just gut-wrenching chop. Not much. You see there's not a very big layer of muscle to protect his bones from that. Oh my God.
I frankly can't see all the bones for the red.
He's definitely looking a little red there. What a provocative pin. Yet still kicking out again. Frankie is just showing that fighting spirit. I can't stress it enough.
I gotta say, to an extent, when you're against a guy like the Human Snuff Film, the Hellbilly Horror Show himself, Uncle Byff, the Revive Pro Heavyweight Champion, I don't know if it's wise to keep kicking out and taunting him.
You know what they say? If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. And this kid may not be the biggest, but he's definitely pretty damn tough. The crowd's behind him. And he picks him up over the shoulder.
Torture rack position.
And he is torturing the hell out of Frankie right now.
Is Frankie even smart enough to give up?
Too much fighting spirit, too much fighting spirit. He is, oh my, you see the ribs poking out. He's breaking this man in half.
Uncle Byff.
How can he take this?
Talk about the Human Snuff Film. Good God, Wes, I'm almost afraid of what we're seeing right now.
This is just inhumane. Good God. To a flatliner?
Almost an ataxia type maneuver.
God. And Frankie yet again will not give up.
Johnny Polo didn't teach him that.
Definitely not. I know Byff was a little hesitant to come into this match, hearing all the accolades that Mr. Swamptower has achieved, but I don't think we thought it was going to go like this at all.
It's got to be about done here, Wes.
Nice little counter on the power bomb. He still took a little bit to the back, but he knocked Byff to the corner. Now Byff is reeling, trying to gain some composure over here.
I gotta be honest, I think that despite the accolades given to us by our owner, our boss, Mr. Outspoken Owen Reed, I don't think Byff was expecting this kind of challenge.
I do not think so either.
Swamptower.
Oh! With a dive right to the outside on Byff. And it looks like he took out Owen Reed also.
Suicide dive over the top rope. Maybe not so smart to take out your boss.
Yeah, might not get a paycheck, but a W is definitely always good. Oh,
See,
an outspoken Owen Reed from behind.
Payback. You get clipped from the outside. Byff. Ooh, a rope hung pile driver.
Good
Devastating.
God. There's no way he kicks out of this one. That was a valiant effort, but when it comes down to it, power over fighting spirit, power's always going to win.
Hand-picked opponent by new Revive owner, Outspoken Owen Reed.
Taking out the ref.
Byff takes out referee Luna Shipley.
What kind of man would do something like that?
I mean, this is a maelstrom overtaking of Revive Pro Wrestling. This alliance is clearly only in the favor
Leave him
of...
alone. Leave him alone.
Yeah, what do you...
Don't take his mask off.
Oh, here he comes.
The #1 contender making his way to the ring.
Contender.
And this crowd is going nuts.
You want to talk about
James Bandy.
Business. James Bandy. He's about to try and send Byff over the top here.
I don't think Biff's going to go over so easy. And middle
He
rope,
gets it
that's
out
just as
one
good.
way or the other.
He got him out of the ring.
You got Byff.
#1 contender in the ring, cleaning house.
Bandy comes in. Yeah, and he proved himself against this stable of individuals that are taking this somewhat, I won't call it a hostile takeover, but a very group mentality towards Revive. And Bandy runs out in support for a guy like Frankie Swamptower right now. Accolades be damned, he's knocked out, but they're not the ones outside of the ring.
Making sure Frankie Swamptower is still breathing. It looks like he's alive.
He's moving.
We have confirmed he is alive.
Bandy runs out after a nothing less than stellar match against Gary Awful.
These fans are 100% behind Bandy.
Bandy making his declaration right now.
And there you have it. Owen Reed just made it official.
Talk about Bandy making a declaration. Owner, Outspoken Owen Reed, just made a declaration himself. Date and time to be determined, I could only assume, is up. The September show.
Yeah, next show. And if I have any good predictions that I ever make, I want to say that this could possibly be the end of Biff's title reign. But with a crew like that he's rolling with, it might be a lot harder than we think to take that title off of Uncle Byff.
There has not been a challenger to Biff's title reign, the likes of All Business James Bandy, and he's proven that multiple times over this evening.
The fans cheering for Bandy and Swamptower, closing the show, standing strong. And until next time, this is Wesley breaking the Lawson. Jesse Baker coming to you live from Centerville, Tennessee. We'll see you next time. Good night.